The plant-based diet literally changed my life. I know it's cliche, I know it's grandiose, I know it's over the top, I know every guru on the internet says their approach is the silver bullet and the best thing since sliced bread. But this really has been amazing for me. Would you believe I'm actually 15 or 16-ish kilos lighter than when I first started this 10 years ago now. And I love it, and I'm not looking back after a decade eating this way. So I want to share with you 5 of my biggest insights. Hopefully this will be useful. Food for thought for you, pardon the pun, on your journey. Let's do it. Tip number 1, really important if you're trying to lose weight right now. You don't need to count your calories, but calories still count. This is taboo in the plant-based space. But I look back over my journey and I don't think I lost weight simply because I ate plants. It's not that straightforward, rather. I think I lost weight because my adopting a plant-based diet better allowed me to be in a calorie deficit, and that's the primary driver of weight loss. And this is something slightly, I think, swept under the rug for whatever reason in the plant-based space. So if you're not losing weight right now, scratching your head thinking, hold on, I'm doing this plant-based thing, I heard it was amazing for weight loss, there's all these schmucks like Ryan Adams online that say it's really good for weight loss. I would encourage you to take a good look at your diet and think, am I potentially overeating on the calorie front despite eating lots of healthy, whole, nutritious foods? It is possible. Number 2, and this directly links to what we've just been talking about, if you stop losing weight, don't blame the nutrition approach as a whole, simply trim off a few calories and you'll get the scale moving, right? Blame the driver, not the car. I do see a lot of people that go, on a plant-based diet, I stopped losing weight, it clearly didn't work for me. Absolute nonsense. You didn't make the appropriate tweaks, if I'm being frank and being blunt with you. So all you need to do is maybe trim off a few calories from your diet, watch that scale get moving. How do you trim off a few calories from your diet? You can literally look at anything in your diet, but think about the things that have the greatest caloric density that are in your diet. So things like dried fruit, things like nuts and seeds and nut butters and whatnot. Don't get rid of these totally, like certainly the healthy fats like the nuts, seeds, avocados. They are high in calories, yes, so people are very tempted to just cut them out altogether. That's not what I suggest because they're still an important source of essential nutrients, but at the same time, maybe you could just reduce your consumption of those, knock 70, 100 calories off your daily diet. That might be all it needs to get the scale moving. Number 3, this was a big learning for me in my first year following this way of eating, but you can still eat out from time to time. And I think, frankly, it's unsustainable and unrealistic for me personally to never eat out, to be a little hermit and be terrified, to be neurotic about anything that's made anywhere else. I don't think that's sustainable. Wrapping yourself in cotton wool and bubble wrap like that, I don't think that's sustainable. And there are really healthy-ish, relative to fast food, there are healthy-ish options that you can get when you're out and about. I'm thinking things like vegetable sushi, sometimes Mexican food can be really compliant. Big salads, if you've got a salad bar or a poke bowl type place, these could be amazing. Lots of the Southeast Asian, so Thai and Vietnamese food, these can have really compliant dishes as well. You can still eat out and get results, just don't do it too often. Number 4, and this is a big one, if you've been following me for years, you know I feel very strongly about this, but the best diet in the world will not mask bad habits. Understand if you've got underlying unhealthy behavior patterns, there's lots of emotional eating, you often give in to your cravings, you eat when you are bored, stressed, lonely, etc., etc. You can't help but grab the popcorn, glass of wine every time you watch a movie. Please understand that simply being plant-based or eating some healthy meals is not going to be nearly enough to fix that underlying behavior. So this has to be a holistic, pardon the pun, approach to whereby we're fixing everything all in one go. So we want to fix the diet, we want to fix the exercise. Obviously, those are key levels that you need to pull if you want to lose weight and take control of your health and fitness. But at the same time, if the underlying behavior isn't changing, you're not going to find any decent level of consistency with the diet, with the exercise. Does that make sense? So it's that trifecta. It's nutrition, exercise, you can also say sleep, rest, hydration, etc., etc. But nutrition, exercise, but then also the underlying behavior and habits to make it all come together and work nicely. And lastly, number 5, we're finishing on the really controversial one. Drum roll. I think soy is okay. Goodness forbid he said it. I think soy is okay. In fact, I eat tofu, edamame, tempeh, soy milk pretty regularly nowadays. The phytoestrogens in soy, this is the important distinction to understand. The phytoestrogens in soy are not the same as estrogen. They can be both estrogenic and anti-estrogenic. It's a really complex discussion, but quite simply, if I was to boil it down, it's not as binary. It's not as straightforward as eat soy, estrogen increases. It's really, really not that straightforward. Let's also not forget that soy comes with a bunch of other benefits. It's high in plant protein, it's low in saturated fat, it's high in fiber, it's cholesterol free, it's a good source of antioxidants. So unless a client of mine has an allergy, I'm totally fine with soy consumption. That's it for this one. Hopefully this gives you a little bit more clarity and insight on how to lose weight on a plant-based diet. 10 years I've been doing this, undoubtedly changed my life, absolutely love it. If you'd like more tips to your email inbox about what I'm eating, what I'm doing with my clients, what's working so well for them, you can sign up to my free mailing list down in the description box below. Chat soon.